Hello students, welcome to RD Chemistry. We were discussing about NEET September 2020 question paper. We have completed solving question number 1 to 15. In this video, I will solve question number 16 to 30. Question number 16. The number of protons, neutrons and electrons in lutetium 71 and 175 given. So this is the 71 is nothing but the Z. The atomic number is equal to number of protons is equal to number of electrons in neutral atom. Then 175, this is the mass number A. This is equal to the mass number A. Now how to calculate number of neutrons? Number of neutrons are equal to A minus Z. So it is equal to 175 minus 71. This is equal to 104 comes. Okay. So number of protons are equal to the 71. Number of electrons are also equal to 71 in the neutral atom. Therefore protons are 71. Neutrons are 104 and electrons are 71 respectively. So 71, 104, 71. So answer is option number 2. Okay, right? Identify the X in the following sequence of reaction. So there is a toluene. Toluene is subjected to chlorination is given. Chlorination Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. X is formed. It is hydrolyzed to give the benzaldehyde. Okay. Now let us see. The toluene is taken. Toluene reacts with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight. Reacts with the chlorine in the presence of the sunlight. H nu. Okay. So free radical chlorination takes place on the methyl group. Okay. So we can expect three types of the product. One is a benzene ring attached to the CH2 now. Remove one hydrogen replaced by the chlorine. Second possibility is a benzene ring attached to the remove two hydrogens introduce chlorine Cl2. Then the third one, all the three hydrogens are replaced by the Cl, so we'll get CCl3. Now next one, it is subjected to hydrolysis. What are the products we are going to get? So HOH, side product is HCl. So benzene ring attached to the CH2OH, right? So this is a benzyl alcohol. Benzyl alcohol. We want actually which product? We want the benzaldehyde, final product. In this case, we have got benzene ring attached to the CH. Then there are two chlorine atoms replaced by the OH. Nucleophilic substitution take place. Whenever there are two OH groups are there on the same carbon atom, it will lose water molecule and then gives benzaldehyde. Okay, that is CHO. So this is the final product given. That therefore X should be this compound. Correct? Dichloro derivative. Correct? So answer is option number 4. Right? Fourth one is the answer. Clear? So let me continue. Next one, we have got benzene ring. Remove all the hydrochlorines of the carbon atom, introduce the OH group. Now there are three OH groups. So what will happen? Removal of water molecule takes place. A water molecule. So water molecule removed. Then finally we are left with the COOH. That means it gives benzoic acid. Correct? Yeah. Question number 3. Identify the correct statement from the following. Pig iron can be molded into variety of shapes. Pig iron is the impure iron. Okay, impure iron. It is made of a carbon, sulfur, silicon, and phosphorus, and therefore it can be molded. Actually, first one is the answer. We'll go for the remaining option. Wrought iron is impure. No, wrought iron actually the pure iron. It is the pure iron. Okay, with very trace amount of the carbon. Next one. Blister copper is as blistered appearance due to the evolution of carbon dioxide, not carbon dioxide, it should be sulfur dioxide gas. Okay. Next one, last one. Wafer phase refining is carried out for nickel by Van Arkel method. Not for by Van Arkel method, it is by the Mons process. Mons process. Okay. And Van Arkel method is used for the titanium or zirconium purification. Okay. Answer is option number 1. Question number 19. Which of the following set of molecule will have the zero dipole moment? Mu should be equal to 0. Let me start with the first one. BF3 molecule. Boron attached the fluorine, fluorine and fluorine. it is a sp2 hybridized. Okay, it's a symmetric molecule. Okay, so there are two dipole like this, correct? Two of the fluorine. So these are resulting in this direction, that will get cancelled with the one more dipole moment. So mu is equal to 0 here. Next, beryllium fluoride, B fluorine and fluorine. Okay, so this beryllium is a sp hybridized, therefore it has linear shape. So dipole moments are in the opposite direction, therefore mu is equal to 0. Next one, carbon dioxide, C double bond linear, because this carbon atom is sp hybridized. So dipole moments are in the opposite direction, so mu is equal to 0. Next one, 1,4 dichlorobenzene. So benzene, carbon number 1, carbon number 4. Chlorine is more electronegative. So dipole moments are in the opposite directions. Correct? Therefore mu is equal to 0. First one is the answer. Clear? Question number 20. Paper chromatography is an example of. It is a straightforward question. It is a fact. Answer is partition chromatography. Okay. Question number 21. Identify the incorrect match. Incorrect match to identify. Un nil inium is un is 1, nil is 0, and un is 1. Un nil trium means 3. Un nil is 3, axiom is 6. Unium is 111. 101 is mendelevium, is correct. 103 is a Laurentium, that is also correct. 106 is a Siaborgium, St, that is also correct. But 111 is not Dermastadium, it is actually Rontagenium. It should be Rontagenium. Rontagenium, that is Rg. Okay. So therefore, what is the incorrect statement? That is D and Roman number 4. D and Roman number 4 is there in the option number 1. Right? Clear? Question number 22. Find out the solubility. Symbol for solubility is yes. Of the nickel hydroxide in 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. Given that ionic product of nickel hydroxide is 2 into 10 power minus 15 molarity. So suppose I got nickel hydroxide. Okay. Let me prepare saturated solution of this one. Saturated solution, there is a ionic concentration between the nickel hydroxide and nickel 2 plus ions and the 2 hydroxide ions, correct? If it is a saturated solution, pure saturated solution, we write a Ksp is equal to nickel 2 plus concentration into the hydroxide concentration cation into anion, and the number of moles are 2, square it. That means suppose S is the solubility, this is S mole and this will be 2 S moles. Okay, that means 1:1:2 ratio. So I should write down S into 2S whole square. Let it be there. Now it is not dissolved in the water, it is there in the 0.1 sodium hydroxide solution. So let me also write sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a strong electrolyte, dissociate to give sodium ions and hydroxide ions. If I take 0.1 molar, okay, sodium hydroxide gives 1:1 ratio, 0.1 molar here, 0.1 molar the hydroxide ions. Now this is the entire solution. This is not pure saturated of the only one substance. So there are two substances that dissolve. So I'll calculate ionic product. How to calculate ionic product? Ionic product is equal to, if I go for nickel hydroxide, it is the same formula, nickel concentration into the hydroxide concentration square. Okay, but hydroxides are 2 in number. 2 cases hydroxides are there. So this should be added up actually. Okay, clear? Ksp only for the saturated solution, pure only one substance. Ionic product is the concentration of all the cations and the anion present for that particular substance. Okay. Ionic product is given. Ionic product is how much is given? 2.5 into 10 power minus 15. Correct? Is equal to nickel only once appearing in the equation. S, solubility is S. Into hydroxide concentration square. Hydroxide is there in the nickel hydroxide. So that hydroxide in terms of 2s, correct? Plus. Now hydroxide also available from the sodium hydroxide. How much is there? 0.1 molarity. Correct? Now Recall Le-Chatelier principle. Whenever the concentration of the product increases, in this case hydroxide concentration increases at equilibrium, system tries to decrease the concentration of product by favoring the backward reaction. Therefore, solubility of nickel hydroxide decreases. Okay, so solubility goes on decreases. Now compare these two terms. Whenever there is common ion effect of the OH minus, so you have to neglect this term 2s. That means 2s is negligible compared to 0.1. This is meant only for the common ion effect in the case of saturated solution. So we have got now 2.5 into 10 power minus 15 is equal to s. Okay, this 0.1 can be the 10 power minus 1 square it, correct? Therefore S is equal to, therefore S is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 15 divided by 10 power minus 1 square, 10 power minus 2, which is equal to 2.5 into 10 power minus 15 plus 2 becomes minus 13. Okay, this is the solubility now. Clear? So what is the option number? Option number is 2. Clear? Right? Question number 23. Which of the following is a natural polymer? First option, polybutadiene acrylonitrile. This is a Buna N actually, which is a synthetic rubber. Next one, butadiene styrene is a Buna S. This is also synthetic rubber. Next one, cis 1,4 polyisoprene. This is a natural rubber. Okay, this is a natural rubber. Okay, and next one is the polybutadiene is also synthetically prepared. So it is a synthetic, okay, clear substance. So the answer is option number B. Okay, natural polymer cis 1,4 polyisoprene. Question number 24. Reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone in the presence of dilute sodium hydroxide. This is a carbonyl compound. This is a carbonyl compound, dilute sodium hydroxide. Whenever dilute sodium hydroxide, remember the main reaction is the aldol reaction, or it is a cross aldol reaction, or whenever sodium hydroxide comes, stronger one, then we can also have got Cannizzaro reaction or cross Cannizzaro reaction. Okay, now see here benzaldehyde, benzene ring attached to the C double bond OH. Then acetophenone, which can be written as the CH2 1 hydrogen, CH3 C double bond O, then attached to the benzene in the presence of sodium hydroxide. Okay, now here we have got alpha hydrogen atom is present. Whenever alpha hydrogen is there in the presence of sodium hydroxide, the reaction called aldol. Now there are two different types of the aldehydes or ketone, correct? Therefore it is called as the cross aldol reaction. The product would be, I'm going to write the final product. So we have got CH double bond CH, then C double bond O attached to the benzene. Okay, so this is called as the aldol reaction, but it is called the cross aldol because there are two different types of substances. One contains alpha hydrogen, other does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, right? Question number 25. Mixture which shows positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Chloroethane and chlorobromoethane are similar type of the structures. So it is the ideal solution. It forms ideal solution. Benzene and toluene. Toluene is a derivative of benzene. So CH3 is extra compared to benzene. So they form ideal solution. Okay. Ethanol and acetone. Wherever alcohol comes, ethanol comes. Remember, it is always a positive deviation from the Raoult's law. And acetone and chloroform, this is a negative deviation from the Raoult's law. Therefore, answer is option number 2. Okay, right? Question number 26. Rate constant of the first order reaction given. Time required, time you have to calculate to reduce 2 gram of the substance to become 0.2 gram. If it is a first order reaction, K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log of initial concentration divided by the final concentration, right? So T is equal to, you have to calculate 2.303 divided by the K 4.606 into 10 power minus 3 log of initially taken 2 gram, finally we have got 0.2, correct? Which can be written as is equal to, this is 1 za, this is 2 za, so 1 by 2 is 0.5, then 10 power minus 3, make it a plus 3 here in the numerator. Then log, okay, 2 divided by 0.2 will be 10 times, correct? So it is equal to 0.5 into 10 power 3, and log 10 is equal to 1, or it is equal to 500 here, okay, in terms of the seconds, because second inverse is in the rate constant. Clear? So answer is option number 4. Question number 27. HCl passed through the solution of calcium chloride, magnesium plus sodium chloride. Which of the following compounds crystallize? See, calcium chloride, if we take saturated solution, calcium 2 plus and 2 chloride ions. Similarly, magnesium chloride gives a magnesium 2 plus and 2 chlorides. And we have got sodium chloride, it will give sodium plus and Cl minus in the saturated solution. Now we are passing a hydrochloric gas, hydrogen chloride gas. Strong electrolyte gives H plus and Cl minus. Here, in all these cases, chloride is common. Because of the common effect, okay, the equilibrium goes the backward direction. That means solubility decreases generally. Also, when you say it crystallizes, means precipitation takes place. Precipitation takes place only when ionic product of the given substance should be greater than Ksp value. Okay, Ksp value for calcium chloride is different from magnesium chloride, different from sodium chloride. They have got different Ksp values. Now, when you calculate for sodium chloride, the ionic product of sodium chloride will be greater compared to the Ksp value when you pass HCl gas. Therefore, sodium chloride will precipitate easily. Okay, so this is one of the method to manufacture, to prepare the sodium chloride from seawater. Seawater contains calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, but only sodium chloride can be precipitated by passing hydrochloric acid to the saturated solution. So the answer is option number 3 here. Only sodium chloride, right? Question number 28. The correct option for free expansion of ideal gas under adiabatic condition. When I say adiabatic condition, heat is neither going into the system nor coming out of the system. Therefore, the Q is equal to 0. Heat is equal to 0. Okay, right? And they are given a free expansion. Free expansion means the gas can be easily expanded without any external pressure applied. So pressure is 0. So therefore W is equal to 0, because W is equal to P into delta V. Okay. So when pressure is 0, work done is also equal to 0. Then one more condition is there with respect to temperature. Now use the first law of thermodynamics. Okay. Change in internal energy is equal to Q plus W. Therefore delta U is equal to Q is 0, W is also 0. Therefore delta E is also equal to 0. Now U stand for the internal energy. Internal depends only on the temperature. Only on temperature. When temperature is a constant, internal energy also constant. That means when delta U is equal to 0, possible only when difference in temperature is also equal to 0. Clear? So what is the option number? Option number is 2. Second one is the answer, right? Question number 29. The correct statements from the following. Carbon dioxide gas used as refrigerant for ice cream and frozen food. Okay. We actually make use of solid carbon dioxide for lower temperature to cool the substances. So statement is wrong statement. Structure of C60, that is a fullerene. Okay, fullerene contains, they are given 12 6 carbon rings. 6 carbon ring means it is a 6-membered ring. Okay, actually it is contains 26 membered rings, and they are given 25 5-membered rings, and it should be actually 12 5-membered rings. Okay, so second statement is also wrong. Next one. Zeolite sieve molecular sieve 5, okay, ZSM 5, a type of zeolite used to convert alcohol to gasoline, is a correct statement. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas, that is also correct. That means only 2 options are correct. C and D are the correct answers. Okay, statement. So answer is A. Option number 1 is the answer. Question number 30. Hydrolysis of sucrose is given to give glucose and fructose. Equilibrium constant case is given at 300 Kelvin. Delta G naught you have to calculate. delta G naught is nothing but Gibbs free energy change. Okay, so Gibbs free energy change is nothing but is equal to minus, we can write in terms of log or ln also, but in the option they given ln, so let me make use of RT ln Kc, which is equal to minus R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, temperature is a 300 is given, into ln value of 2 into 10 power 13, correct? Now look at the options carefully. What is the answer? Answer is option number 2, correct? Minus 8.314, then 300 is there, ln in terms of ln, and the given value 2 into 10 power 13. Remaining questions 31 to 45 we will solve in the next video. Thank you for watching.